In the great kingdom of Zambro, King Jabari was known for his wealth and power, but also for his impatience. He had everything a ruler could desire, gold, warriors, and land stretching beyond the horizon, yet he was never satisfied. One day a merchant from a distant land arrived at the palace with a gift, a single, small tomato. It was unlike any the king had ever seen, golden in color and shimmering as if kissed by the sun itself. "This," the merchant declared, "is the rarest tomato in the world. Its flavor is unlike anything you have ever tasted, and its seeds can grow the most extraordinary garden. But it is difficult to cultivate. Only the most patient and skilled gardener can make it flourish." The king, eager to have the world's rarest treasure, immediately ordered his royal gardener, Kofi, to plant the seeds in the palace garden. "I want this plant to bear fruit within a week," the king demanded. Kofi bowed his head. "Your Majesty, such things take time. The tomato will grow at its own pace." But King Jabari was not a man who accepted delays. Every day he visited the garden, expecting to see golden tomatoes hanging from the vine. Every day he was disappointed. He grew restless, shouting at Kofi, "Why do they not grow faster? Are you not the best gardener in the kingdom?" Kofi, wise and patient, simply smiled. "Your Majesty, the earth does not obey orders. It only rewards those who understand its ways." The king, furious, took matters into his own hands. He ordered more water to be poured, had the soil turned over, and even placed guards to ensure the plants received enough sunlight. Yet, despite all his efforts, the tomato plants refused to bear fruit. Seasons passed, and the king forgot about the tomatoes, distracted by wars and politics. Meanwhile, Kofi continued tending to the plants, giving them what they needed, no more, no less. One morning, after a long time had passed, Kofi entered the palace holding a basket. Inside were golden tomatoes, their skin glowing in the sunlight. "Your Majesty," Kofi said, placing the basket before the king, "your golden tomatoes are ready." The king was astonished. "How did you do it?" he asked, taking a bite. The flavor was unlike anything he had ever tasted, sweet, rich, and full of life. Kofi bowed. "Your Majesty, the secret was never in rushing the process. The earth does not work by command. Growth, whether plants or people, requires time, care, and patience." For the first time, King Jabari understood. In all his life, he had rushed to seize everything he wanted, never waiting, never understanding that some things could not be forced. From that day forward, he ruled differently, wiser, calmer, and more patient. And in his royal garden, the golden tomatoes grew year after year, reminding all who visited that the greatest rewards come not from power or demand, but from patience and respect for nature's way.